Let's talk about LexisNexis. So this is about online legal research, and we want to review LexisNexis. Is the tool really worth it? So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about LexisNexis, I want you to think about one of the veterans in the legal research industry for real. Like they've been around for ages. Okay, as such, they boast an impressive catalog of materials and tools. And law firms in the market for online legal research and review will want to look at LexisNexis or Lexis Plus, if only for comparison. Okay, although LexisNexis pricing might scare off those looking for a low-cost solution, you still have a value in the tool. It's all about your budget. It's all about the return on investment here. Okay, so when you think about LexisNexis, think about at least your law firm size. Okay, the size really matters here because they charge per user per month, but you got to really generate a certain level of revenue to be able to afford the tool. So the starting cost there is around $85 to $100 per user per month, and you can either be billed annually or you can be billed on a monthly basis. Even though in certain areas in the country they also allow people to have quarterly billing. So in terms of the pros and cons, when you think about LexisNexis, I'm not giving you an exhaustive list of pros and cons here, but a few of them that you have to remember here is that you have secondary sources. Like in the pro category, when it comes to advantages, you have secondary sources. You have citation check, which is really important, especially if you are working on a fast-paced case or a fast case on a fast-paced matter. You also have integrations. You have a large constellation of integrations that really come into play when it comes to LexisNexis. What about the cons here? Well, for one, it is expensive. That's what I said earlier, that you have to really look at the size and the financial heft of your law firm before actually deciding to go with LexisNexis. And right now there is no open API, so this could be really complicated, especially if you are trying to integrate the third-party apps to your existing stack. And also, based on our analysis, LexisNexis is not for solos, really, because of the cost and other implications. Okay, so but in terms of software integrations, you do have Microsoft Word. So, and in terms of, you have a web product and also an iOS. This is kind of cool. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let's talk about the features here. So when we talk about LexisNexis, what are the features you need to pay attention to? Number one, you do have you don't have a free trial. Okay, so basically you're not going to. It's either you're ready to use the tool or not, and they don't have a free trial. And they do have a demo in some cases, but they do not have a free trial. And you do have artificial intelligence capabilities. So AI is really strong when it comes to LexisNexis. The cool thing is that you are able to actually use AI to identify relevant cases and statutes through LexisNexis, and you may even get help from LexisNexis in terms of helping you draft your brief. Okay, you also have NLS capabilities through LexisNexis. Here we're speaking about natural language search, so you can actually search by entering, let's say, a question in normal language instead of keywords or Boolean connectors and phrases. Okay, speaking of Boolean search, you have Boolean operators such as and or more, and you can use them to actually precisely target your search query. And this is one area where LexisNexis is really strong. Okay, they're really strong there. And one thing I also want to say here is that within LexisNexis, you have case summaries. You have citation checking. So citation checking is a quintessential feature within LexisNexis in the sense that you are able to identify whether a case or a statute had been overruled, modified, or reversed, or even repealed. And you also have filter search. In other words, you can restrict your search to certain parts or features of cases and statutes, like the dates, judge, or jurisdiction. This is really cool. And so LexisNexis gives you an archiving capability that allows you to do a research history, to actually research folders, to also have access to PDF and Word downloads. You are able to have some suggestions capability also, and which is really important when you are working on a fast-paced case and that has a lot of movements going around. So you have the suggestions are really great. You also have alerts through LexisNexis, so you can get an email notification in if a case is cited in it, like if new information is cited in a new case, statute, or secondary source. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the LexisNexis. This is a LexisNexis review. Let me talk to you about pricing here. So as you can see on the screen here, LexisNexis wants you to call them up to have more information about the pricing. They do not want to divulge the pricing here. And also they want to have your data. I mean, it's all about building a sales funnel for their business. That makes sense. I mean, we understand that part, even though their competitors are divulging or revealing the prices. LexisNexis chose not to. Now they want you to call them. So you can see on the screen here, they want you to call 1-888 at Lexis, or complete the form that you have on the screen here. And so what will happen here is that they will schedule a demo for you. So so the first part here is that you have to give them your first, last name, and your email address, your work email address, and then they will actually schedule a demo for you. And then you go through the demo. As I said earlier, they do not have a free trial, so once you are ready, you start paying right away. Like there's no phase where you actually do 30 days or 14 days without paying anything. No, you have a demo, you go through it, you see if you like it, if you like the features, if your team likes the features, or if you believe that certain things can be added or removed. During this phase, you have a complete leeway when it comes to asking questions. You can ask questions, as many questions as needed, and the goal here is to make sure that if there are any custom notifications, or not custom notifications, custom settings, if there are some customization to be made during that phase, LexisNexis can do that. I mean, as I said earlier, LexisNexis is not for solos, but if you are a solo and you're a star attorney in your area, you are making good revenue, you want to get LexisNexis, then you can actually get it. But it's one of those things where you have to be ready for the price, okay? And because the price I just gave you, this is a beginning price. I mean, $85 or $100, that's just the beginning, okay? And but the bottom line here is that you want to really make sure that if there is any customization efforts that must come from LexisNexis, that it happens during the demoing phase. Because once you start paying, it becomes more complicated. They might charge you for any additional modification. Let's talk about the value added here. So when you think about LexisNexis, you need to understand they have all kinds of capabilities. You have legal AI, you have conversational search, drafting, summarization, and document upload tools, okay? And LexisNexis is trying to push right now their new product. They call it Lexis Plus AI, which drives productivity, improves work quality, and provides economic benefits for legal professionals, lawyers, and legal researchers. So what we love about LexisNexis here is that you are able to really have you are able to use artificial intelligence to boost your business in and out. So we're talking about like having a tool that helps you understand the future of legal AI on a strong foundation. So you have emergence of AI related legislation, and LexisNexis is really at the forefront of that. And you're able to use the tool to support your legal strategy, and you're able to actually find out exactly what's happening. Okay, so it's all about things like having AI help you in terms of draft in moments, accurate summarization, and uploading your documents. So it's one of those things where let's say if you have a small team, let's say fewer than 10 lawyers, and you're trying to really use AI to kind of help your practice, this is really cool, okay? And also you are able to have, what we love to say here is that you are able to actually collaborate with Lexis Plus AI like you would a trusted colleague, and who intelligently and conversationally responds to your request and refines the answers, okay? Again, this is how sophisticated the tool is right now. And one thing I want to say also is that so you have the Lexis Plus AI, but this is actually a new tool though. This is a tool that they're trying to push, but what we love is that it's actually built on years upon years upon years of research, years upon years upon years of legal expertise, And so here, it's a tool that allows you to find the right information, the right kind of information for you on a particular case, on a particular matter, on a particular in a particular situation, right? It's one of those things where you got to really ask yourself, what do I need here based on geography and history? So if you are working on a case, you have to think about geography and history and use LexisNexis to kind of help you out, refine your research. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about LexisNexis, and this is a LexisNexis review. One thing I want to say here is that when you think about LexisNexis, and that's one thing we love, is that you can actually use the tool, especially Lexis Plus, to get litigation analytics integrated directly onto an easy-to-use online legal research platform. And this is where you do not have to go through a Zapier or third-party analytics plugins to actually make it happen. LexisNexis actually does it automatically for you. They do it natively. Okay, so this is kind of cool, and so this allows you to actually like cover all kinds of cases. Okay, all kinds of statutes and legislations, all administrative codes, administrative materials. So you're able to have an all-in-one view here. You also have Nexus, the Nexus product. So you have Lexis, and then you have Nexus with N as in Nancy. So here you are able to have accurate research with access to current and archived news, financial, legal, and regulatory info, and much more. So this is kind of cool in terms of the granularity, the depth and breadth of the data given here. You also have the Nexus News Desk. So here you have an all-in-one media monitoring and analytics solution with the most comprehensive global content collection available. So this is kind of cool. If you are an international law firm, you will love this part of LexisNexis because they're giving you global news about the specific industry you're in. So again, the point I'm trying to make here is that you have a constellation of solutions, a constellation of capabilities that LexisNexis is constantly putting forward here. Okay, they also have the LexisNexis IP solution. So IP solutions. So here you have an accurate, comprehensive, and easy to use approach to patent analytics and patent research. You also have practical guidance that comes with LexisNexis. So here you are able to get guidance where you are able to draft documents that win with expertly drafted legal practice guides, templates, and more. So the bottom line here is that the level of acumen, the sophistication of the acumen that LexisNexis brings to the table here is, in our view, very fantastic. I mean, so it's one of those things. I mean, we actually we have reviewed more than 100 legal management software tools, and we think that LexisNexis here, in terms of research, does a great job. Let's talk about the specs here. So when you think about LexisNexis, what are the specs you need to think about? Okay, and the first thing I want to say here is that LexisNexis remains a cloud-based legal research platform that can be used on any modern browser. Additionally, and you can also use it as an add-in on Microsoft Word. And in terms of pricing, as I said before, it's one of those things where you have to really see which pricing tier is working for you. But minimum, you are starting at $85 per user per month. And so this tier will get you case law, statutes, and legislation for one state and the ability to jeopardize your results. The next step up, Lexis Plus, costs about $140 per month, but includes extra features like statutes, compare, and litigation analytics. And this is kind of cool. And LexisNexis does not integrate with your law practice management software as of right now, but you can actually use Zapier or an API to make it happen. Okay, and but you do have an MS Word plugin that will enable you to be able to jeopardize your citations within the Microsoft app. And so LexisNexis allows you to search case law. Yes, you are able, like users get at least one state's case law at every pricing tier LexisNexis offers. And what secondary sources does the tool have? Well, it really depends. I mean, when it comes to secondary sources, you will be really happy because LexisNexis has loads of secondary sources, and so their treatises and tomes are what differentiate them from many other products on the market. And this is an online legal research tool which is really reliable. It's really reliable rather, and they've been doing this for many years, even if not decades. Okay, so they have built an experience level over the years, an acumen level over the years, a level of sophistication in their research. This is really good. You can also get docket information through LexisNexis through their product called Court Link. You can search state and federal dockets from all over the United States. However, the ability in state courts can be a bit spotty in our view. But the tool also actually offers reminders and case alerts at even its most basic pricing tier. Let me talk to you about the extras here. So when we think about LexisNexis, what are the extras you need to really remember? Well, first of all, I want to come back to the Court Link feature that I spoke about earlier. This is a great tool because when you think about it, it allows you to track dockets and get alerts on new developments in cases. And you also get access to state and federal court records and can quickly search court records in Court Link. And it is, however, a standalone product that is not included in the Lexis Advanced subscription. So you have to actually allocate other budgetary resources for that. You also have the Lexis Practice Advisor. So Practice Advisor gives analysis and guidance from practicing lawyers, and for specific questions about a particular piece of content, they Ask Our Authors feature offers a direct connection to the author. And Practice Advisor is another product sold outside the Lexis Advanced subscription. Once subscribed though, Lexis does make it easy to access through the Lexis Advanced interface. What about Lexis for Microsoft Office? That's another way where another extra that we want to mention. So Lexis features an integration with Microsoft Office. So as a user, you can check whether a particular case has been cited, clarified, overturned, reaffirmed, or questioned by later authorities without switching between a Word document and browser. And LexisNexis calls this shepherdizing. So shepherdizing with an Office integration saves time and annoyance during brief writing. And also, so when we analyze LexisNexis, really, for all intents and purposes, who is it really for? Well, Lexis' strength comes from its add-on products. With access to case law, legal publications, court docket tools, legal analysis, and other resources, Lexis is a powerful, if relatively expensive, legal research tool for firms of all sizes, okay? And attorneys who rely on secondary sources or who want some of the more advanced features Lexis Plus has will likely find satisfaction here. However, firms that are only concerned with case law or those who don't rely on many secondary sources may find LexisNexis to be a bit too much in terms of pricing, in terms of the functionalities, in terms of the capabilities, okay? And so in that case, you can use other online legal research tools to sort of compensate for the gap. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about LexisNexis. And so this was a LexisNexis review. I give you the overview, the features, the pricing, the value added, and then I give you also the specs. And finally, I close the deal with the extras. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.